Greetings and salutations, it's time for our second date in Find Love or Die Trying. Now, I apologise once again, I've been a bit under the weather of late, and I think it was showing in my previous videos. I was a bit stuffed up, so trying to read all this out was a bit of a struggle. Let's go with Scarlet. I was tempted by Violet, but I'll go with Scarlet. Huh. If making zombies doesn't count as a red flag, I'd love to see what your dating handbook looks like. Well, I've got to date all of them a second time. It's not like I can turn her down. But that's none of my business. I think Scarlet's somewhere around the mansion. We'll follow you. I found Scarlet out for a stroll outside the mansion. She seemed a little down. Hey Scarlet, you doing okay? Ah, jeez. Oh, it's just you, Silverain. You almost gave me a heart attack. Sorry, I didn't mean to. It's not your fault. I'm just a bit on edge after the whole zombie date thing, whatever it was. Guess I'm feeling a little sad about all that. Why? You saved everyone. We wouldn't have needed to save anybody if it wasn't for me. At least you fixed the situation. At least we don't have banana zombies running around anymore. Without your help, they'd still be running rampant. Still, they wouldn't have been running around in the first place if it wasn't for me. Well, it's true, but it makes for great TV. Which inadvertently is pretty good for keeping me alive, but I'll keep quiet on that. Besides, you did it because you were trying to help me get my memories back. That means more to me than I can say. I'm sorry I couldn't do it. If it's okay with you, I'll try again, and this time I'll... Let's not worry about that for now. Thanks, though, I appreciate it. For now, I just want to get to know you better, Scarlet. We've got interrupted last time, to say the least. Care to join me making up for some lost time? That would be fantastic. There's somewhere I'd like to go, if that's okay with you. Lead the way. You won't regret it. At least, I think you won't. Should I be worried? Come on, let's go. She grabbed my hand and pulled me along with her. Who could say Who could say no to a girl who could turn you into a zombie? I think some places would say girls turn guys into zombies quite often. Ooh. Behold, there's a nightclub in the mansion? There is now, I made it myself. Granted, I used it more as a testing ground than a real nightclub, but the staff really wanted to blow off some steam and okay, I cheated a little bit. I made a robot that made the nightclub for me, but it still counts. I think you're probably the first person to ever say something like that. Also, I didn't know you knew how to build robots. That's amazing. Hell yeah, it's cool. I get the feeling that building things to make people happier was what I enjoyed the most before I came here. What do you mean by that? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Actually, maybe the one person who would. Maybe it's worth a shot. Could she be like me? There's so much of my life I can't remember for some reason. Couldn't help but raise an eyebrow. There was a lot of broken people after the war in New Asia. Not just broken bones and missing limbs, but shattered minds, people trapped in their own heads. I was told I had a gift for research, a gift that might help those people being able to reclaim their lives. So I finished school early and got my PhD. I led a task force dedicated to helping survivors. We help them forget the most painful, most traumatic memories and move on. It's my life's work, you know, but now... I can't remember what it was, how it worked, if we even got anywhere with our research. To be completely honest, I can't really remember how I got here either. Sorry to ask, but how on earth did that happen? If I knew before, I definitely don't know now. Maybe testing got dangerous and I wasn't willing to test on somebody else. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. The crazy thing is I went from that to being on some sort of kind of dating show, what the hell. Guess it does sound pretty weird. And the idea of getting married in 1 week, who wrote this? An idiot? Couldn't help but laugh. But what do I even have to lose at this point? I won't look at it that way. I can't remember anything either, but I'm alive. As long as I'm alive, I've got everything to lose and everything to gain. An optimist, huh? That's worth something. Guess you understand better than anyone. What do you plan to do after this is all over? Honestly, I don't know. I want my memories back, but if I can't get them back, I'll just try to make the best of things. That's some plan. I'm still working the details out. Give me a break. At least you remember some things. I couldn't even remember my name at first. You got me beat there. It's not a competition, folks. Okay. We talked for hours about how we both felt about our situations. The good things, the bad things, about forgetting who you are. We laughed about forgetting the embarrassing moments what probably plagued others for a lifetime. Lamented the moments that truly made life worth living. The moments that made your life unique. It's nice to have someone that understands. You know, I've got a silly idea. If you're interested, let me hear it. Getting engaged in a week is stupid, and a person who agreed to that is even stupider than that. But I think I'd say yes if it was you, Silverain. If only to see where life goes with someone like with you. With someone like you there. Sorry. Let me finish. Regardless of who you ask on the last day, I'd like to be your friend in the times to come. If you'll be mine, I can't remember the last time I had a friend to just talk about how I feel. I think this is the first time that I feel a little better about what happened. So I want you to feel better about your past too. I don't want you to feel alone in the world. It's sad enough, you know. And maybe I'm just being foolish, but who knows? Maybe if we're still in each other's lives after all this, we'll be able to help each other take back the lives we wanted. What do you say? I was thinking the same thing, Scarlet. I'm glad, but how to say? I'd still prefer it if you picked me. What can I say? I'm a bit competitive. On second thought, I'm very competitive. I'm just saying, but out of all the girls, I'm the best educated and had the most illustrious career, won first place in the National New Asia Science Exhibit, and I laughed out loud as she listed her accomplishments one by one. She made angry faces at me in mock anger. Most of all, I want you to have a happy life, and I think someone else might get it wrong. We spent the rest of the evening enjoying each other's company. The laughter and smiles never stopped. She never let go of my hand during our walk. Oh, excuse me. I was feeling a bit restless after today's day. It was away to my room, so I went back downstairs to relax. Great, this is the one day when the character goes and walks around instead of going straight to sleep, and I'm the one yawning. Okay. Looks like someone had the same idea I did. Okay, Cat is on the sofa with a red bottle of red wine again. You know what? I'm going to have the wine. Okay, well, maybe that's a little too much. What's life without a few risks? Long. much like your remaining lifespan. Cat filled her glass to the brim and downed it in one go. She laughed and lightly jabbed at me. I felt like I was finally getting to see her real smile. Cat started chugging down the bottle. You okay? I work on a TV show that kills innocent people for shits and giggles. How do you think I could be? You might want to stop drinking that. You're more of a buzzkill than Damien, and I don't even know how that's possible. He's killed people with buzzsaws. Sorry, Silverain, I didn't mean that. It's okay, Cat. No worries. Now that you mention it, how did you end up working here anyway? Oh, you know, the old career fair down the block. She laid down on the sofa. If you're here for the daily interview where I ask you about your day, I already have enough footage for today. As strange as it might sound, Cat, I'm here because I'm worried about you. And why is that? People who chug a whole bottle of wine in one night usually aren't in the best place. Worry about yourself, Silverain. If you knew some of the things I'd done to survive, you wouldn't be trying to comfort me. From what it sounds like, no one really has any choice. You just focus on being a ratings magnet on your dates, it'll be fine. Thanks, Silverain. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone. Good night, Cat. Don't stay up too late. Great, the walking corpse is giving me advice on how to live now. I am honestly thinking Cat is the is actually the person from our flashbacks. The irony of it, I think. Anyway, do I really look that bad right now? Good night, Cat. I hurried along. Now hold on just a... If only I could escape this island as easily if I could from a very drunk cat. Wait a minute. If Cat's drunk, then who's making sure today's episode is good? Something tells me I'm not going to sleep very well tonight. Two of us were lying down in a grassy field watching the world pass us by. Where would you want to go when we're out of here? The countryside. Seems like it'd be the only place nowadays where you get some peace and quiet. It does sound nice. Should you come with me? I know it's not for everyone, it's missing a lot of the... You don't even have to ask, love. Of course I'm coming with you. We're a team, right? We're a team. If you move closer and I hold her tight in my arms. Mum would have loved you. Wish you would have had the chance to meet her. I know. Okay, Yui's mum also passed away and she had to move back? Both her parents passed away. Okay, I've got a theory which I'm going to throw through at the end of this. We'll make sure our kid gets a chance to meet theirs though. Face turned bright red. What? Say that after actually engaged. It's cute how embarrassed she gets. You mean it? Every word. You're sweet. Not as sweet as you. Now. Oh. Crumbs, explosions. But I'm going to leave it here. But before I go, I've got a theory. I think Kat is the one real person on the show. And all the girls are essentially replications of her personality, fragments of it. So Yui, the desire to want to be in the countryside, the simple life, the slight yandereness. Terra is all about the technology and the competitiveness online and playing games and that aspect of her. Scarlet's her mad science side. Violet's possibly to do with her prestigious background or doing something that her parents, forced into something by her parents. Or her liking things that her parents don't like. And Ali's her basically sort of adventurous nature, wanting to get out, freedom, that kind of thing. I'm going to go with that. I'll have to see when we get to the ending. I don't know how much more of this we have, but I think we've probably got a third replay. And we've got certainly a lot more dates. But I will catch you next time.